Good evening, all. My name is Maureen Broadbent, the director of this production, and I would like to welcome you to Bridge Player Theater's very first encounter into the virtual world of the arts. Tonight, we are presenting a recorded version of the play Couples, which was written by Sean Grennan. This play was written specifically for the Zoom format and allows us to listen in on the virtual therapy sessions that our couples are having with a marriage counselor. This performance was recorded live 2 nights ago during our final dress and is being shown tonight because of technical difficulties that we encountered that would not permit us to perform live. We hope that you enjoy our performance tonight. If you wish to see more virtual theater while our nation remains under quarantine, please keep checking our website for the details. We also hope that you will consider making a donation to our theater group so that we can continue to provide you with the high quality entertainment that you are used to, virtual or otherwise. Donation information can be found on our website, www.bridgeplayerstheater.com. Even though we are not performing on stage right now, Shakespeare once said, "All the world's a stage, and all men and women are merely players." So for now, we are in a virtual world, and we at Bridge Players are happy to present our virtual stage with our real-life actors and actresses. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our production of Couples.
Hello? Is anyone here yet? This is Dr. Mercer. Couples counseling? Anyone? All right, I'll just give everyone a few minutes then. Maybe I'll do a few vocal exercises while I wait. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Ha! Ha! Mamala papala, mamala papala, mamala papala, mamala papala. Peggy Babcock, Peggy Babcock, Peggy Babcock, Peggy Babcock. I carried the married character over the barrier. I carried the married character over the barrier. I carried the married character over the barrier. Ah. 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 Mamala papala, mamala papala, mamala papala. Yeah.
Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Who is that?
It's me, Doc Nevin. Nevin and Barbara. Thanks for the show. I really love this marriage therapy stuff.
I wish you'd said something.
I didn't want to, I thought you might have been having a seizure.
I'm fine.
Seriously, come on. I don't want to rain on I don't want to harsh your mellow.
Nevin, is Barbara here?
She texted. Says she's running a little late. Chicks, huh?
What?
Hi, it's me, Sally.
Hi, Sally.
It's me, Sally. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I don't think you guys can hear me. Let's see.
Sally, why don't you try turning up the volume? Sally?
I'm gonna try turning up my volume a little bit. How's that?
Oh, mother of God.
Too much, Sally, too much.
Oh.
Look, let's try to strike a balance.
Oh, am I bleeding?
How's that?
Better.
Okay.
Is Faith coming?
I think so. She's not here yet?
People are showing up slowly.
No.
I'm here. Where is the asshole?
Hi, Bunny Pants.
You're here. A promise kept. That's one in a row.
Is Faith here?
Faith is in the house.
Hi, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just waiting on one more couple, the Hardys, Thomas and Cynthia.
I'm here.
Oh, great. One of the Wonder Twins.
Excuse me?
Gosh, is Tom going to be late again? What a surprise.
Well, he said he'd be right here. He texted that he's just finishing an important phone call.
Right. Priorities.
Okay, let's settle down. Thomas can join us in progress. Again, I want to thank you all for doing this remotely. I do sessions this way as I found that not being physically present can be helpful. Meeting virtually can be less emotionally charging and can lead to greater frankness. Now, just a reminder, again, if you talk over each other, the mics will cut out. It's kind of like our feelings, right? You know, if we don't listen, our partners shut down. And even though this is our 4th month together, let's reiterate, you may comment on what you hear respectfully. The idea is to see yourself in others or share solutions you found. However, if you want the floor, try raising your hand. If you like something that you've heard, but don't want to interrupt, you can do this. This is what the deaf do at the theater instead of applauding.
What if we don't like what the other person says?
I guess make some other gesture to get our attention.
I've got a few that might work.
Okay. So last time we were talking about, who'd like to start out? I know, even though you're all on trial separations, living apart, last time we agreed that you'd try a nice date together. Maybe have a chance to rediscover each other a bit. So I'd like to go around and hear how that date went. Sally, please tell the group how your date with Faith went.
Fine, I guess.
What did you do?
We went bowling. Lesbian enough for you?
How was it?
I won the beer frame.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay. We got dressed up. We had a glass of wine. We went to our favorite Thai restaurant. I had the Penang curry. And we went bowling. I crushed her. Whoopee.
You didn't like the date?
The whole time she kept checking in on the babysitter, and then her mother called about nothing. Then an insurance agent bugged her about a question that could have waited until tomorrow. And then, let's see, her boss called about a file. So yeah, not exactly hardcore porn.
Okay, fair enough. So what would you say was missing?
A pulse?
Okay, Sally, your thoughts?
I am the primary breadwinner of our home.
Here we go.
I'm sorry I have responsibilities. I'm sorry I worry about the kids. I'm sorry I have a boss without borders. I am sorry. We are different than we were. Our lives have changed. We both wanted that change, and now, surprise! Gosh, it's not the same.
Okay. Faith?
Pass. Go to someone else.
Faith.
Pass.
Okay, Barbara, did you do the date assignment?
Oh, we did.
Okay, did you have fun?
Fun? I don't know about fun. Okay. He picks me up and informs me that since we've separated, he's become vegan. Vegan. Fine, be vegan. Who cares? So I am talking. We went to a vegan restaurant. Fine. Lots to eat there. No big deal. Now, foolishly, I thought we were going to spend time getting reacquainted, perhaps flirting. I don't know. I would have just settled for listening to each other. You know, I remember our first date like it was yesterday. We were poor kids, but he bought me a dozen yellow roses. He must have sold his blood for the money. I'll never forget it. And that was then. And on this date, I got something just as good. You know what I got? I got a 2-hour lecture on how the meat and dairy industry are ruining the planet and our lives. It was such a turn on. Ooh, he told me how much methane cows put into the atmosphere. I just wanted to rip his clothes off. A thrilling evening, really. You have to agree with me, Doctor.
I think Nevin has something that he'd like to say.
Yeah,
What?
dude, that's not how it was. Yeah, right. I did casually mention that I had become a vegan, just in passing. And yes, we did go to a vegan restaurant, which was very nice, but I may have slipped in a few details about how meat is, I don't know, like murder. But, there were other things we talked about. I told her she looked nice. No, that's not a terrible thing, is it? I told her I missed her. And we met up with some new friends of mine and we went to listen to music.
Okay, Barbara.
Okay, stop. When he says that we met some new friends, he should be clearer. These friends are new, as in brand new people. They could be our grandchildren. And the music we went to hear was an hour and a half of screaming with some yelling and pushing mixed in, for the slow dances.
Dude, that was a good band.
Their name is Chemotherapy.
Dude, their name is Ironic.
Their name is Accurate. And stop saying dude. You're a senior partner at a law firm. Senior partners are not allowed to say dude. Doctor, you agree with me, right?
Oh, sure. Chicks stick together.
Okay.
What?
Okay, Barbara and Nevin, please. Let's take a breath. Okay. And look, there are no sides here at group, right? And I'm not your umpire. I'm not the commissioner of marriage. So the point here is to listen to each other and perhaps benefit from the experiences of others. Now, I'd like to say that in the years I've been doing this, we don't have many couples who come in and divorce this late in life. Usually people who've been together this long have, they've
lost the will to live?
They've worked through things together over the long haul. They've changed, certainly, but they've grown together. So I want to know, in your opinion, after all this time, how do you think you got here?
Oh, I know exactly how we got here.
Okay, well, go on.
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
You know how they say age is just a number? Well, true. But sometimes that number can hit you like a Mack truck full of flaming cement. 6 months ago, on Nevin's last birthday, we went out to dinner with our friends Jeff and Naomi. And we did all the usual jokes about how many candles were on the cake. It was nice, pleasant, great conversation. But near the end, Jeff shared with us that he was sick, that he was dying. We were knocked down completely. He's such a great person. I had to remember to breathe. But Jeff, he seemed okay with it. He said that he had done everything that he wanted to do. He had a great marriage, a satisfying job, wonderful kids. Of course, he wanted more time, but he had made peace with it. He said goodbye to the people he loved, and that's what he was doing with us. He and his wife, they held hands and they smiled. He had no regrets. Can you believe that? None. Then they said they had hoped that they hadn't ruined our dinner. Now imagine that, apologizing to us. Anyway, we left the restaurant, we went for a walk, and we ended up down by the Riverwalk. And Jeff made a joke about how life is like a river, really, that just keeps flowing by and stops for no one, and sometimes it's full of garbage. He was trying to make us laugh. But after that night, Nevin was different.
Well, how different?
He started working out a lot, and I thought, oh, that's good. He's finally taking care of himself. Yay! But that wasn't all.
Well, what else?
Well, he got that stupid ad. Because you know what?
What's wrong with it?
Oh, there are people wearing hip young hats. It's like bald people wearing $2 toupees. It fools no one. It makes you look pathetic.
Oh, a lot of people wear these.
A lot of people south of 30 wear those. And don't get me started on the tattoos. I have no idea what a bald eagle in a cowboy hat on a Harley even means.
Nevin?
It's art. Don't you like art?
Did I mention the eagle is screaming ride or die?
Barbara, tattooing is a legitimate art form.
It looks like a racing stripe on a walker.
Barbara, I get the sense that you don't like how Nevin is dressing these days.
It's ridiculous. But if that was all, I'd just make fun of him. I mean, I really would enjoy that. But that's not all. So on our date, remember those new friends of his and that concert? The one with the band with the charming name? Well, after about a half an hour, the music drove me out. I called a car, but then I realized I left my rat behind. So about 20 minutes later, made a U-turn and went back. And there was Nevin with his arm around a young woman who couldn't have been more than 25. And it wasn't just a friendly thing. He was on the move. I think she thought it was cute. I mean, maybe she has daddy issues. No, granddaddy issues. It was creepy. It was sad, and it was a $2 to pay.
Nevin, do you want to say anything?
Pass.
Nevin, I think this is the right time for you to tell Barbara.
If Faith gets to pass, then I get to pass. Pass.
That round goes to me.
Okay, well, I will come back to you both. This is going well. So who's next? Cynthia, any sign of Thomas?
I'm sure he'll be right along. I mean, so many people depend on him at his company. It's really a big responsibility.
And why don't you tell us how your date went?
Well, it was very nice, really. I mean, we decided to go for coffee, just casual, you know. I mean, that's actually how we met, so it was kind of like going back to square one. We both ordered cappuccinos, and then we sat for a bit. And then he looked out the window, and then he gave me this. Isn't it nice? He had his assistant Tiffany pick it out. She has very good taste. He even had it engraved, except they made a mistake and somehow Tiffany's name ended up on it. I love you, Tiffany.
Oh boy. Wah, wah. Can I ask, how long was your date?
Well, it was the middle of the workday, so I don't know, maybe half an hour.
Okay, so he bestows 30 of his precious minutes on you, gives you jewelry with somebody else's name on it. Well played, Tiffany. And then you say the date was very nice.
I don't think you understand. Tom is a very, very important man. His company's in a big transition right now. There are a lot of people depending on him.
Tiffany, for one.
We understand each other. We understand what we have. We may not have the perfect cookie cutter relationship, but we understand what we have. We both get things from each other.
You get jewelry. What does he get?
Okay, so we need to slow down here. This kind of critique is not helpful. So as we all know, there are two sides to every story. So Cynthia, do we know yet if Tom's going to join us?
I'm sure his call is important. I don't know when or if he'll join us.
Cynthia, I worry that if he can't even make a counseling session, that his priorities are not on this marriage.
There's something else.
Go on.
As you know, he's taken an apartment near his office.
The Tiffany Arms.
Good one.
But his correspondence is still coming here to the house. And today, well, a large envelope came from a law firm. It was addressed to Tom, so I didn't open it, but I did Google the return address. O'Malley and Driver, attorneys at law. They're very expensive divorce lawyers.
Do you think he's filing for divorce?
I don't know. I didn't open it, but I don't know what to do.
I suggest you ask him directly. Don't wait to find out. If he is filing and he won't attend counseling, then you don't really have many options. You should also find representation of your own. But for now, there's a lot you don't know. I'd give him the opportunity to explain.
Pretty hard when he doesn't come up to these meetings.
Well, Faith, it seems like you feel like talking now. You said before that your date with Sally lacked a pulse. Can you say some more about that now? And maybe tell Sally how you feel about her? Please?
Okay. When we first started to
Well,
go out,
please talk to Sally.
okay. Sally. Sally, when we first met and started to date, I felt like I was always quietly trembling. It was so exciting and so fresh and so new. We could barely keep our hands off of each other. I wanted you. I was wanted, primally wanted. And that was all I wanted. It didn't matter where we were. We just were like target locked on each other. We were these two souls who wanted to be together, to take care of each other, and to die for each other. I mean, who on earth doesn't want that? It was great. It was crack times meth to the power of money. I was happy. I loved everyone. I loved the USA, USA, USA. But then slowly one diaper, one oil change, one load of laundry, and it all began to slip away. I mean, even kissing each other on our way out in the morning became what? An obligation? And surprise, surprise, a trip to the bowling alley didn't fix it.
Okay, I can see that you've touched a bit of a nerve here.
Can I speak to this?
I'm sure the old straight white dude is gonna know exactly how I feel.
Faith, let's be respectful to the group. You might be able to benefit from different experiences than your own. Nevin?
Here we go.
Excuse me? Dr. Mercer.
Nothing. I'm all ears.
Go on, Nevin.
Okay, now, Faith, with all due respect, join the freaking club. Same song, different instrument. It's like that for everyone. We all want to be running in fields and loincloths. We all want to be covered in oil at a luxury sandals resort. The promise is that it'll be wonderful and spontaneous and forbidden forever. And then we get married and it's okay. It's totally acceptable. And what fun is that? I too wanted to be like that first time when we were making out under a street light or rubbing together on the bench by the pond or even that first horrible time we actually got to do it. That was terrible and great because we had joined a line of humans that had fought and died and built cities and crushed enemies and touched the face of God for nookie. And now I'd rather get a good nap. There ain't no more surprises. It's by the numbers most of the time, but
Is this going somewhere that I like?
there are other things. Some things get better, some things get deeper, and it's still intimate. There's only one person in the world that you share that awful, by the numbers, crappy, semi-spastic dance with. And there's trust.
Until there isn't.
I did not do anything with Amber.
Because I caught you.
Not true. Oh, forget it.
Look, I know things change. I know that. That's life, and I get it. But it doesn't feel like we're even trying anymore. And if we're not even trying, then what do we get? Is it going to get any better? Is it going to end up worse? Because if it is, then I'm out. I can do better than that. We all can.
Sally, I think we'd all like to hear you respond.
There are days, a few, not many, when I wake up and I have a moment. Just a moment of my own, when my eyes are open and nobody needs anything from me. When no one is crying or is hungry or screaming or looking at me like I let her down. And I try to hold on to those moments for as long as I can. Last week, I looked at the clock, I looked at you, I looked at the ceiling, and I had 4.5 minutes before I had to fix something. 4.5 minutes before the kids who I love, and the breakfast, and the showers, and the texts, and you blaming me for everything. I felt like I won the lottery. I wrote it in my diary. And then it all begins. It all comes slamming down at me, and I react like a hockey goalie, and sometimes it's not perfect. So you don't want all that, and you think you can do better? Well, so can I. So can I.
Well, this has been an interesting day. Lots of good things have come out, really. I think that maybe we should take a break now.
Hey, it's Tom. What did I miss?
Apparently not Tiffany.
What? Oh, please, Cynthia. Did you tell everyone about that little mistake with the jewelry? Oh, God, I don't know why I bother.
Tom, we have to be honest here. I'm glad you came. We were just about to start talking, and we really wanted to talk about our problems.
I have to take this. Hello?
Well, it was great to see him.
Right? I mean, I feel like I don't see enough of them.
What a teabag.
Stop it. Stop it. He's a wonderful man. You don't know him. He does great things for people.
Can you say Stockholm Syndrome?
All right. Let's all take a breath. I was going to suggest a break, but before we do, I'd like to try an exercise. I'm going to show you some images, and you just respond with the first thing that comes to mind, okay? No wrong answers. Faith?
A spider.
Sally?
Bird.
Barbara?
Two guys mud wrestling.
Okay. Cynthia?
Sunday brunch.
Okay. Nevin?
I'm going to go with puppy.
Faith?
Mozart screaming as he dies alone.
Sally?
Taylor Swift eating hot dogs.
Barbara?
A spilled mojito.
Okay. Cynthia?
A happy couple. Playing tennis.
And Nevin?
Puppy.
All right. Just one more. Faith?
Notre Dame Cathedral on fire.
Sally?
A warm bathtub with a glass of wine nearby.
Barbara?
A box of Pop-Tarts in a python's stomach.
Cynthia?
A guest house.
And Nevin?
Abraham Lincoln in a sundress.
What?
A puppy. A puppy. It looks like a puppy.
Well, that's enough of that for now. So thank you all for bearing with me. And now I would like to say something. Marriage is optional. No one has to be married. We all decided to do it, and it's not at all easy. So we have to look honestly at our reasons for getting married. There are good reasons and there are bad reasons. So if you get married to fix the other person or to have them fix you, or to play out some pattern again and again, or to be the victim or the victimizer. That won't work. If your marriage was built on flawed reasons and those never change, it won't make it. Never does. If you want to run down every petty complaint all day, every day, you can do that. It might even feel good, you know. Righteous indignation is like a drug, but it won't save your marriage. But here's what I've seen that works, and it has to be from both people. Surrender. Give yourself. Lose yourself. The other person comes first. Make them happy. Surrender. And that will get you absolutely everything. Everything. If you keep playing to win, if you have to win, you will lose. But if you surrender and your partner loves you, they'll meet you and you'll surrender together. Absolutely. And then you'll have everything that you both wanted. Now, if they don't meet you, then maybe you're married to someone for the wrong reasons and you have to save yourself. So on that note, I'd like us all to meet again in 1 month. And I have another assignment for you all. Yes, Nevin.
Doc, I think we saw how well that last assignment went. Pretty much a universal fail, don't you think? I mean, what's next? Write each other poems, send chocolates, and make mixtapes.
Mixtapes. Playlists, Grandpa.
No. None of that. Here's what I want you to do. Nothing. For the next month, I want you to have no contact whatsoever. Do not call, do not text, nothing. Don't see each other until the next time that we meet. Faith, I'm aware you and Sally have the kids to manage, but when you pick them up or whatever, no going in the house or anything.
That's a funny assignment. Are you sure?
Absolutely. No contact at all. Live your life as if the other person doesn't exist, like they never did. You're just you now. You're not a couple, you're single. Start that part of your life and see how it fits. Can we all do this?
Sure. No metal bands, no vegan lectures. Oh, golly, this will be tough.
Oh, no whining about my clothes. Oh, it will be awful.
Not going to be that different.
Well, then you should be fine. You can have the kids on the weekends.
I'll tell Tom. I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
Think he'll notice?
What?
All right. You all know what to do. Live your lives like you were never married and never will be again. This was a hard session tonight, but a good one. You can't fix a problem that you don't admit that you have. And I think most of you made progress with that today.
Cynthia.
Okay, so 1 month, and we'll see you back here. I think that's it then.
Okay. See you, Faith.
No, you won't.
See you later, Dorian Gray.
Got the last word, didn't you? Didn't you?
Cynthia, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's all fine.
Wow, rough night. Let's see who comes back in a month.
Nevin,
Yeah,
Nevin, can I talk to you?
sure.
I mean, can I meet you? The Red Dot Bar on 5th, do you know it?
Yeah, I do. An hour?
Perfect. Bye now.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello? Am I the first one here? I am the first one. Okay, let's hope I'm not the only one.
Hi, it's me, Sally.
Hello, Sally, and welcome. How are you?
I'm okay. Fine, I guess.
Okay, good, good. Good month.
Interesting.
Hello, all.
Well, hello, Barbara. I love that hat. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you. I'm very well. And it's been a very interesting month.
Well, good. Interesting is good.
Hello.
Hello, Faith. Where are you?
I'm just at a little park. I hope that's okay.
I guess as long as you can hear everything, it's fine.
Good.
So, ladies, how has your month been? Oh, there we go.
Hello, all.
Oh, hello, Nevin. You look very nice.
I thought I'd dress up a little. Hi, honey. What's with the hat?
What's wrong with it, dude?
Nothing. Not a thing. It looks nice.
Thank you.
It's Thomas. Good to see you all.
Wow. You look familiar.
Right? I just can't place you.
Okay, all right, folks. All right. That's good. It's nice to see you, Thomas. I'm glad you could make it.
Well, I am too. I truly am. I don't see Cynthia here.
I'm sure she'll be along soon. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Hello, everybody. Stop! 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 You know, like, what's up? Stop!
Cynthia, I'm glad that you could make it tonight and
Dr. Mercer! Stop!
Is that wine you're drinking?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is.
And why are you drinking wine?
We're out of vodka.
Well, we don't really like to have people drinking during our sessions.
Hey, look! It's Tom, a surprise guest. Hiya, Tommy.
And are you okay?
Right as rain, Tommy boy. Good to go. Oh, is that the phone? Gotta get that, Tommy boy. Big important phone call, huh?
No. I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm here.
Holy devotion to marriage, Batman.
Okay. So I guess we'll just plow forward. I want to hear from each of you about how this last month went. Who wants to start?
I do. I'll go.
Okay.
It was a roller coaster. Like, say what? Like, roller coaster. Roller coaster. At the beginning of the month, I was kind of sad. But you know, it got better. Yes, it did. You know what? I needed something to do. So I took your advice, doctor, and I decided to contact a lawyer on my own.
You what?
Yes. Very interesting.
Wait, Sin, hold on. Let's slow this down. Let's talk.
Oh, okay. Talk. All ears.
I mean, just the two of us.
These are my friends. We have no secrets. That's why they call it group therapy. So, shoot.
Sin, this isn't how we should be handling our
You
problems.
don't make the goddamn rules, Tommy boy. If you want to say something, spit it out. Otherwise, I'm going to get myself a little more.
Okay. Cynthia, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I know I've let you down. I know I haven't been there for you, and I let my career take over our lives. I've been selfish and distant.
Mhm.
I want to make it up to you. Can you let me try? Can you give me another chance? Just give me a week to prove it to you. I'm on my knees here.
No, you're not.
What?
You're sitting in a chair.
I was being metaphoric.
I hate metaphors.
Okay. Is this better?
It's a step in the right direction.
He's up. That guy is begging you.
Oh, that's not begging. You're gonna see some begging.
Okay, you know what? Let's just pause on you two.
Come on, this is just getting good.
Cynthia, just please, just give me a week. 1 week and you'll see.
A week. You want a week. That's interesting. Isn't that interesting, Nevin?
It's fascinating.
You have to wonder what's going to happen in a week. That should have happened already, right? I mean, we've been married, what, 16 years? Huh, a week. It's a poser. It's interesting. I'm going to think about that.
Let's come back to you. Barbara, how was your month?
It was interesting. I decided maybe I would look up that band we went to see. Maybe I should open my mind a little. So I got some of their music and I bought some weed. And
Where did you get weed?
the delivery guy reeks of it when he shows up. Money talks. Well, I haven't had any weed since the late 80s, but I settled in and fired up some tank and had a listening party.
And?
Oh, I will say this. They are much better high.
Many things are.
Barbara, will you tell the group why you think that was a good thing to do?
Well, I thought about what you said. I actually did. And then I thought about all of us here.
And what did you decide?
Well, I got to thinking about our friends, Jeff and Naomi. Jeff passed last week. And Jeff, he was happy because he had done what he wanted to do. He looked at his life and he said goodbye. He was loved. He was able to look at the big picture, not just the petty details. When Nevin started doing all those things, the pork pie hat, the bands, it felt like he was rejecting us. Like he wanted to hang out with the other team. But really, petty details, right? So then I thought maybe I should be like Jeff. If this is what makes Nevin happy and it's really important to him, why should I slam him for it? I mean, really, who is it important to? To me, to my ego, to my... I mean, I do hate the tattoos. God, do I hate them. An eagle on the Harley. But really, what's the big deal? Who am I to be the fashion police? I surrender.
Nevin?
Honey, Babs, I'm sorry. It's funny, I got involved with a case this week that made me think about you, about us. I missed you. I think I lost it there for a while. When Jeff told us he was dying, it knocked me sideways. I thought, hey, you're no spring chicken either, Nevin. We're all here on the day pass. Are you content? Did you do everything? Would you be as cool as he is? No, I wouldn't. I would not. So I went a little crazy. I thought maybe I could get back some time, cheat my age, and do a few things that I'd missed. I thought I could work out and look young. Yeah, let me tell you, can't work out that much. And my clothes, the tattoos, I'm sorry. I really am. Look, I'm wearing a suit and tie. I look my age. Whatever you want.
Barbara?
I don't want you to look your age. I just want you to be happy that we're married. No regrets.
It was the best day of my life. It still is. No regret.
Why don't you two just take a moment? Sally, can we hear from you?
This month was very hard. Harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought I would have all this free time, and I did. I just didn't like it very much. Faith, if it means anything to you, I missed you terribly.
It means everything to me. I missed you too.
I can't say we'll be different than what we were. I can't say we'll be suddenly all on fire for each other.
I don't care. I'm not me without you. I'm not as good a version.
But the insurance bills and the diapers
Insurance bills and the diapers.
and the semi-annual vanilla sex.
I love the vanilla sex. The less, the better. Sally, I miss you and I miss us. Do you know where I am right now?
A park?
I'm across the street. I'm a crazy stalker lady who needs the police called on her. Can I come home?
Dr. Mercer?
I would like you to wait a moment. Let's finish this session first.
Okay. I'm cool.
So I would like to return to Cynthia and Thomas now. Thomas, I believe you are asking Cynthia for just 1 week to prove that you love her. And I wanted to give Cynthia some time to consider that, to consider whether or not she thought that was viable.
I hope she does. I hope we can work this out. I think I've earned that much.
Earned it. Earned it?
Okay, this isn't very PC. I'm a terrible person. Okay, but I'm a terrible person who's worked his ass off to give you everything. We have traveled the world first class. You belong to so many exclusive clubs. You go to your spa twice a week. And I've seen your closets. Imelda Marcos would be embarrassed. New car every year, jewelry, parties. I have denied you nothing. I have worked very hard to give you that. And now, after all these years, all I'm asking for is 1 week. 1 damn week! That doesn't seem unreasonable.
Cynthia?
All you're asking for is a week.
Yes.
And if at the end of that week, I'm not happy, then what?
Then we'll divorce. Do we have a deal?
And if we get a divorce, do we split everything 50-50?
Yes. Absolutely. 50-50. That's how it should be. I want to be happy. Us. To be happy. I want us to go back to that good place we were in when we first met. Do you remember when we met in college? Walking on the quad? You were the prettiest, the sharpest. You were the prize for me. And when I introduced you to my dad and his wife at the time, I can't remember her name. Well, they were thrilled. Dad always wanted me to have the very best of everything. He pulled me aside and he told me that I had found a good one. Gave me a big thumbs up. Having you on my arm, I felt like I floated everywhere. And when you said yes, it was like I bought the Hope Diamond and won the World Series. Dad always said that at the end of the day, life boils down to winning and losing. With you, I had won. I want to get back to that feeling any way I can. Will you help me get it back? Is it a deal? Do I get my week?
A deal. A deal? Nevin, you're my lawyer now. What do you think? Is this a good deal?
Wait, what? Nevin is your lawyer?
Hang on, I need to text something. Okay. All right, so that's done. Now, Thomas, last month, Cynthia retained me to do some research for her. Now, I'm not really a divorce lawyer, but we have some killers in our firm.
And
as a preliminary move, they had some of the forensic investigators look into your finances.
you can't do that without my permission.
Actually, we can. Again, community property. All we needed was Cynthia's permission since everything is half hers. You do believe in community property, don't you?
Basically. Where's this going?
Hang on, I need to check somebody else now. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Two things are on the move. Good, good. Now, where were we?
Thomas was saying something about how much he loves community property. Yeah.
That's not what I said.
One at a time, please. Nevin, you seem to be part of this conversation now. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. We were talking about community property. Well, you are not going to believe this. I find it incredible, but did you know that sometimes when people are going through a divorce, they actually try to hide assets from each other? Yes, it actually happens. Unscrupulous people try to set up untraceable offshore accounts to avoid sharing huge sums of money. The Cayman Islands, famous for that stuff. Mostly for tax cheats, but it also does a nice business doing divorces. Now, what happens is we've got a spouse. Spouse wants a divorce, but doesn't want to split things evenly. That complete jerk sets up an account and transfers his assets to these accounts.
These bad, dirty accounts.
Your Honor, if it please the court, these accounts shall hereafter be known as the bad, dirty accounts. But the only problem is that it takes a little while for a foreign government to accept the transfer and for all those records and tracks to get covered up. Not a long time, really. Once all the paperwork is done, it just takes about a week.
A freaking week. A freaking weekend.
Wait, I have the right to invest my money anywhere I want. That's between me and the IRS.
Which is why we alerted them to it. And once you've started a divorce proceeding, well, hiding assets is indeed a felony.
I didn't start.
O'Malley and Driver. O'Malley and Driver. Attorneys at freaking law. You filed.
No, I did some preliminary. I think somebody's at.
Oh my.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Gosh, who could that be?
Dr. Mercer, has this ever happened in a session before?
No, no, it has not.
Should we leave them alone?
That is probably the ethical thing to do.
Oh,
But screw it. I need to see how this turns out.
yes.
Tommy boy, are you back? Oh, he's back. What's he got? God.
What is this?
Ha! Those are divorce papers. You have been served.
Cynthia!
Served up like a chicken dinner after church on a Sunday.
Oh, there's also a subpoena in there to disclose all financial transactions that you've engaged in and a cease and desist to stop any other moves. You know, it's interesting, upon early discovery, we've noticed some large outlays to a company you've acquired, Tiffany Holdings. It seems to do nothing, it has no output.
Great put out.
I think this conversation is over.
We'll see you at the disposition.
Deposition, right. We will
Yeah.
see you then.
Come on.
Bye. So, how'd I do?
Dude, you kicked his ass all the way to Borneo.
I hope I never need a divorce lawyer, but if I did.
You won't.
Sorry, excuse me. Someone's at my door. Nevin, do you know what
Yes.
this is?
I do.
Is it a subpoena?
Oh, it's not. Hmm.
Well, this has been an interesting session. I might have to do a paper on this one.
Dr. Mercer, how's our time?
I think we're about done.
Nevin,
You remember from the first date?
I do.
Can you forgive me for, for being what's the word I'm looking for?
An asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You may be an asshole, but you're my ass. Wait a minute.
Okay. Well, this was interesting. Before we call it a day, I'd like to wrap up with those cards again. The last time we did it, I wanted to get a baseline as to where you were emotionally, and things have changed so much that I'll be interested to see your reactions now. Are you all set? All right. Faith?
The sun through the clouds.
Sally?
The sun through the clouds.
Barbara?
The sun through the clouds.
Cynthia?
The sun through the clouds with a mimosa.
Okay. And Nevin?
Ronald Reagan in a sundress. Okay. What? I updated it.
I'm sorry, Doc, but I gotta go.
You know what? That's fine. We can do this next time. If we even have a next time.
Dr. Mercer?
I think you should get that. Okay. Nevin, Barbara, what are your plans?
Honey,
I thought maybe dinner somewhere. Maybe go down to the Riverwalk, and then we'll go see where chemotherapy is playing. Nevin?
whatever you say.
Great. I like this. We're skipping the chemotherapy part. Thanks, doctor.
Yeah, thanks, doctor. I hope we don't see you again.
Me too. Are you all right, Cynthia?
I'm great.
Do you feel like you did the right thing?
Doctor, after you said that thing last time about how we have to surrender, how we have to lose to win, I realized something. That's been my whole marriage. I mean, Tom married a loser so he could win all the time till he got bored with it. Well, he never, ever, ever came my way. Never. He always had to win. Always. Well, not this time. Thanks, Doc. I'm out. Oh, darn, that was my big exit. Oh.
Yeah, that was an interesting session. Ugh, I'm gonna have to think about that. Hey, honey. Hey, how you doing? I was thinking, do you want to go get dinner after work tonight? Go on a date? Yes, a date. Wherever you want. Great, I love it. All right, I'll see you at 6. Love you. Oh, new group coming in. Okay. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.